Hello there, Dragonball Infinity. My name is Luke. I'm your roleplay admin, and this is roleplay update number 4. Alright, we've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to briefly go over what's been going on in roleplay recently, and then we're going to talk about some of the wiki changes and some of the ideas that are sort of floating around. So, to get right into it, the biggest news really is what's going on with Ragnios' arc on Nick Yellow, which is the Icer homeworld for some of you guys who aren't really familiar with the terminology that we use. But if you haven't been keeping up with this arc, you really need to go back and read some of it. It's really important. It's becoming a much bigger topic arc than I thought it would originally. And there's no secret that Ragnios and I are good buddies, and you know I've been trying to help him as much as I can with this. I've been trying to interact with it, and I'm trying to send as many people to his arc to make it exciting as I can. But what's happened with his arc recently is that he has taken over one of the domes. Um, he's it doesn't have a name yet. I've just been calling it the Duskwind Dome after his character because he hasn't named the dome explicitly. It's also been referenced as the Nine Hells Dome because of the arena that he's built there called the Nine Hells. Um, with that, just recently, Spez, Ronan, and some others have shown up just before a massive attack on his dome. A lot of people, a lot of Icers, a lot of the commoners and villagers and things that have been living inside of the Duskwind Dome, the Nine Hells Dome, were killed in this attack. It was a really brutal attack. It was it was a horrifying massacre. Um, and Ragnios was really upset when it happened. If you go back and read through that log, it's pretty brutal. Um, and you actually see the first flashes of his new transformation that he's been working on at the very end of that log to signify just how devastating it was to him to have all those people killed. And that log is really great, really awesome. Spez and him do a great job. It's really intense, lots of action. You should read over it if you haven't. But in the aftermath of that attack, while they're trying to rebuild and save as many people as they can that weren't just vaporized by the flow's attack, um, the queen of Nig Yellow, the queen of the Empire, Isith herself, appears to Ragnios and to Spez. The entire Icer Armada comes down to the dome. It's a pretty intense moment for roleplay. And this is a character that we've never really seen come out. It's always been mentioned at, but this was the first time that we've actually had somebody be that and to play her part. Um, and she offers recompense for what has happened. She recognizes Ragnios as one of the new lords of New Yellow, and gives him the power and the military befitting of someone of his stature. And at the very end of that log, she actually decides that it's been a long time since the Empire has had a reason to celebrate, and with this attack, there should be a reason to do it. So she orchestrates that a tournament is going to be held. Now, every time that we've tried to have a tournament in the past, something has always gone wrong. It's either gotten destroyed, the location's been destroyed, the people involved have just fallen out, or it's never happened for whatever reason. Not a real galactic tournament, like what we would like to happen. Um, I have been sending some new people there. I've been sending Evgeny and Chaos. Uh, I don't think that Spez is going to participate in the tournament. I really wish that he would. I know that he would kind of throw the power scale of it a little off, but it would be fitting to have some of the strongest people in the universe there. Um, I'm hoping Ronan will show up. I know that Leos and Stoops, which are Rookam's characters and Reborn's characters, are probably going to be there. And if things work out, I hope to be there on one of my mortals, or if nothing else, I'll be role-playing the Queen, for sure. Um, but I want this tournament to be really big. I want you guys to be involved with this tournament. Ragnios has a really cool idea for it, and it would be great to have an actual world martial arts tournament. It's not the same tournament that we have experienced from Dragon Ball Z in the past and in the main actual setting of Dragon Ball Z, but it is a tournament, and it's a chance to prove your character, it's a chance to get some really easy red points. I mean, there's no reason not to participate in this. If you roleplay right now, come to the tournament. There should be a note on the G board, but you should be able to get to this and involve yourself just a little bit. There'll be lots of people here, lots of reasons to come. It's not every day that the Empire opens its borders to all comers and says, come and prove your strength. So, even if you're T0, even if you're T1, even if you think you're too weak, even if you think you're going to get stopped, we can make it exciting for everybody. We can give everybody a chance to at least have one round in the tournament. And, hopefully we can have it so that everybody's fighting on some kind of equal terms, and we can make it exciting. But I need people to go there for that to happen. So get involved with this. Go ahead and start heading to Nick Yellow. Go ahead and get ready for the tournament. Start training for the tournament. Like it's a tournament, you want to be at your strongest. The queen of the empire itself is going to be there. So, lots of ways to prove yourself as a warrior in our new universe. And I promise you, if you just show up, you're just going to get a ton of role-playing points just for trying. Those of you who don't role-play, those of you who have maybe even just barely thought about doing it before, this would be a great chance to just jump right into it, get into some major fighting, and walk away with a lot of points. So do that, get involved. Alright, that said, the next thing on my notes is the end of the Kanassa Arc. I don't even want to have to tell you guys this. It's horrible. I guess Balbaroy is taking a break. He hasn't been showing up on the mud. He hasn't been logging on. His partner, Rain or Skrin, whoever you know him as, has basically said that the Kanassa Arc is over. I don't really even want to have to tell you guys about this. I wish that Balbaroy would just come back, but I guess what's happening on Kanassa is just being, I guess we're putting it either on pause for now, or we're just gonna ignore it, or we're just gonna forget about it. But I would like to revisit this idea. It really was a cool idea, and some of our players came up with it themselves. So, I hope that we can come back to this. I hope that Balbaroy will just come back, because we need role players like him anyway. But, for now, I guess what's happening on Kanassa is being put on hold, either indefinitely or at least for a good while. So if you wanted to participate in what was going on in Kanassa, I'm sorry. You can still talk to Rain. If even one person wants to help him with that, he would probably be more than happy to continue to art. So, I don't want to cancel it. I don't even want to report that it's canceled, but that may just be the case. So I'm sorry, guys. The next thing on my list is Spez. If you guys haven't been keeping up with his logs, I posted I guess I awarded one of his older logs again, and sort of made note of it because it was a huge backstory for his character. Sort of explained where his parents had came from. Sort of explained a lot of things and some ideas that he wants to explore in the future. But I guess he's continuing with that, and having Spez face off against, I think the name of the character is Leon, who is the son of Julian Tess, one of the main bad guys in that backstory. So during this weekend, I think especially, you're probably going to be seeing some logs from Spez. It's probably going to be some intensity. The first log of it just had the ship that he's on getting blown up, and then him being thrown to this planet, and he's severely injured, and Leon's coming to kill him. And he's a powerful psychic. There's it's gonna be a pretty cool arc. You should read over it, see what's going on with him, see where that takes him as a character. But it should be interesting. Keep up with it. The last thing to mention as far as arcs go is the end of Doomsday and Merit's arc, the Nightmare arc. If you didn't read it, it's really short. It's only 3 or 4 role plays, but it was really good. It was really good. Especially if you're a Kanassian or someone who wants to roleplay something to do with psychics or anything like that. They explore a lot of really cool ideas. They sort of go into this real surrealism, and they have this really nice balance of something that's challenging, but challenging in a way that it doesn't really matter what your power is. You can, like Mara, even though Mara is a new role player, and in comparison to Doomiston, his power is non-existent, because Doomiston is one of the most powerful people in the universe. Merritt was still able to really help on the arc, and everybody should read it just for that reason. Uh, you know, when you create a story or a plot, you should make it so that anybody can really participate and feel as if they are affecting the outcome. It's not exciting for one person to be taking care of all the grunts and all the minions while the other person is fighting the main bad guy. You know, um, you want you want everybody to feel as if their participation is what helped keep things from blowing up. So, you know, lots of props to them. They did a really great job with this. I really hope to see them again working together because it was a really good partnership, and it, it sort of reminds me a lot of Hiram in a way. And you know, some of us have some fond memories of Hiram, and some of us don't. But that's what's going on in roleplay now. I really hope you guys will come to the tournament. I've spent a little bit too much time explaining that and talking about it. I really want to talk about the new wiki updates, so there's probably going to be a second video for this, but it won't be a roleplay update video. It's just going to be a, I guess, roleplay discussion video. We'll call it that. So RPD. Anyway, thank you guys for viewing. I'll see you on the chat channel.